Welcome to Educate to Illustrate. This is Dan Zimmerman. You've come to the perfect place to level up your drawing skills because learning how to draw is all about education and practice. Go ahead and grab your favorite art supplies, subscribe, and let's go. Today we're going to be learning how to draw President Donald Trump. So to start, all you need is something to draw with, like a marker or pencil and a white sheet of paper or a whiteboard. First, we're going to start on the left side with his right eyebrow. So go ahead and make a arch shape like this. And then it kind of spikes up here, curves back around, and connects back to the edge of his eyebrow. Fill that in. And then we're going to move down onto his eye. So just below the eyebrow, you're going to go ahead and make it's almost like a square shape. Come back around, and then it doesn't connect all the way, just short of where the eyebrow started. Then for the actual eyeball, you're going to kind of make an arc there, connect it to the back and bring it back, and then do kind of a little swoop in, and then finish the eyeball, something like that. And then you're going to color in the actual eyeball, leaving just a small little reflection for the light. Then we're going to do some touch up on his eyebrow by adding some eyebrow hair. Next, we're going to add some wrinkle lines behind his eye, and go ahead and make an arc over the eyeball and eyebrow area, and then there's going to be a thicker one above that. Kind of curves up and heads towards the forehead. Now we're going to go ahead and move to his left eye. It's just going to be a brow line over the nose, and then you're going to start the left eyebrow. Going to make kind of like a backwards J. Again, you're going to put some spikes kind of for the brow line shadows there, and then you're going to head over and start to make the outline for the eyeball and the eye area. Now for the actual eyeball, you're going to do, again, just a small little highlight spot that you won't fill in. Then we're going to add some eyebrow lines above the eyeball. They're not going to go too far because this is practically the edge of his face. Next, we'll start on the nose. Go ahead by making a J shape, and then a little hook off of that. The nose will look a little bit small at first, but then the shadow will bring it out. And we're going to do a little bit of a lip shadow here, and then a cheek shadow line coming off of the nose. And then from there, just below that, we're going to start on the actual lip shadow, which is just kind of like a curvy line, curves underneath the nose, and then just kind of ends right there near the end of the face, and then you just fill that in. And then from there, there's another shadow for the bottom part of the lip. The shadow's a little bit bigger, but extends about the same length as the top shadow. So after we finish the lips, then we're going to come up here onto the eyebrow again, and we're going to do the line for the face. Just a little bit of a curve around the eyebrow, and then it's basically a straight shot all the way down past the lips, and then even a little bit further, we're going to go all the way down to the neck area. Then we're going to go ahead and go up here and do the forehead line all the way up, and then I just kind of swoop it with what the hairline is going to do eventually. Then we're going to finish the hairline by coming back, swooping it back over the eyebrow and back. Just coming back in, touching up some of his eye, fixing some of the proportions here. Sometimes it takes a few times of adjusting to get things to look a little bit better. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the hair on the left side of his face. It's just a couple of curve lines, comes down and ends at the cheek. You can go ahead and add in the lines for the hair. Then I'm going to do the top of his hair, and I just kind of use a swooping motion to swoop it back. I'm now just realizing I need to do his right eye. Again, it's just not looking quite right. So I'm going to delete the eyeball and kind of re-center that. I'm going to go ahead and add the shadow for his right cheek. And then that swoops down and connects with the shadowing that's going to be happening on the bottom part of his face and down to the neck. Then for the chin shadow, you can basically do any kind of design down here that you want, and it looks just fine. Okay, at this point, let's go ahead and outline the rest of the neck area for the portrait, and then it's going to come back up on the ear. And then we can go ahead and fill in the rest of the shadow. There's a few places where you don't have to shade it in to kind of just give it some dynamic there, but most of it is just filled in, and then we can start working on the ear. Now we can just start on the shadow for the ear. First we're going to do the shadow for the outer part of the ear, and then we'll do the shadow for the inner ear. Now we're just going to be adding some hairlines over the ear and on the right side of his face. Now we can add some more lines in the hair. So just swooping motions that basically match the lines that we have drawn earlier. Then a little bit of touch up, and you can make some corrections if you see that anything looks off. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add his name to the right. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the American flag behind him, and that basically wraps it up. So if you've stuck around till now, good job. Hopefully yours looks good, and I'll see you next time. What person should we draw next? Be sure to comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support more Educate to Illustrate videos. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my other videos. See you next time.